Okay, so it's now time for us to look at what is trending in the newspapers, what's making newspaper headlines this morning. Quickly, I'll start with the Daily Graphic newspaper. Fix emergency doors or be grounded, court orders bus owners. And when I see stories like these, what I ask myself is, so the buses, you know, the buses that we give permit to, don't they have exit doors already? Are we not talking about this? I mean, it's just like the seatbelt situation. Man 70 kills wife, who's 27, for infidelity and commits suicide. Also injures 9-year-old son. But this is the story that I was hoping I would not review. It's actually the banner headline on the front page of the paper. It says, government regrets Dumso. And that's according to Dr. Kwabena Donko. I've got a few words for the power minister. First of all, you know, some people have said you are a powerless minister because really there's no power, but you are the power minister. But aside, these same excuses that you gave at your press conference, this thing is down, the other thing is down, this thing is so and so, we are expecting, is the same thing that Ama Kofi Boa has been saying. So what's the difference? Is it so comfortable for you that when you're not the power minister, you say things that we are accepting funny excuses from officials, but you come into the same position and you give us those same excuses? I mean, fixing the problem in 2015 is not an excuse that we will accept easily like that. You should give us specific timelines. What is 2015? We've just started 2015. Does it mean, Mr. Minister, that this could be resolved in December 2015? That's the big question. Please come again. This time around, like you said, the media is not doing. We're reading and we're following the issues. So please come again this time around with very specific timelines, because we cannot live, honestly, no lights the whole day yesterday. It will come back this morning. By the time I get home, by 6, it's off again. So what's the point? Please come again. In any case, when you are not the power minister, the situation was even better. At least we even had a timetable. But now there is nothing. And I can't believe that it is now that we are setting up a committee, to bring out a timetable. This is sad. And I don't think we should be accepting these excuses. Now you are there. The things you said the previous people were not given us, I think we deserve every right to have them, especially because you are in that position. Roland.
Front page of the Ghanaian Times. Pastor grabbed for sodomizing 4 boys at prayer camp. ICGC pastor falls victim to 419 scam. And the story about the power minister. No wonder the Ghanaian Times decided to just give it a small caption there. And so you see it, power minister assures load shedding exercise will end this year.
Please.
Please. All right.
He shouldn't even be telling us so, because before he came, we were hearing these things.
Back page.
We accept a solution. Don't tell us the problems.
Back page. Fear grips Ghanaians over semis biased referees, and President grateful to Stars, and we're told the President took to his official Twitter handle to congratulate the Black Stars. But Dede, in an interview, says Ghana really has nothing to prove, and that Ghanaian supporters should only be supporting the Black Stars, and there'll be no worries.
Why do I like that? I like that a lot. See, this guy, even though he's very young, he's very matured.
He's great
in his thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
He should be our next captain,
honestly.
Oh,
he should be. He should
be.
He should be.
Okay, let me do the Chronicle. Now that we don't have any energy matters that would get me angry, let me do the Chronicle. Front page of the Chronicle newspaper. Here it is. Krobos beats war drums against EC. Also, Danquest's letter to Nkrumah, and Tyne wants Ashanti minister sacked. Back page of the paper. Super Bowl. Patriots beats Seahawks in dramatic finale. But why are we reporting Super Bowl in Ghana? Amazing. Liverpool Everton derby clash in courts. These are the sports headlines on the back page of the Chronicle newspaper. How many Ghanaians even know of Super Bowl? Amazing Chronicle.
American football.
Exactly.
I'm sure the
and it's making headlines in Ghana. Like, would we see the local league, our local league,
making headlines?
Making headlines in America, only in
Front
GH.
page, The Finder. 258,402 vehicles hit road in 2014, but new road contracts remain frozen. We have Doomsor. Minister has no real answers.
No, he doesn't.
All right, so those
he
are
should
the
come
stories.
again.
We have SemPower. An IPP says pay realistic tariff for stable power. Okay, and the Indian government is said to have given $150 million for Ghana's agricultural sector as credits.
Let me do the BNFT now, the Business and Financial Times newspaper. Some stories in brief. Dealers and standby generators in Accra have been inundated with demand as businesses and residences alike seek cover from the intense power cuts the capital has been plunged into over the past 3 or so weeks. But the banner headline reads, private vendors dominate mortgage markets and industry demand spares corn, sorghum production and SIC boards dismissed. This is one of interest. The managing director of SIC Insurance Company Limited, Doris Awo Inkeni, has been sacked, the company has said. I think she was asked to proceed on leave before. Okay, but this time it's the dismissal of Mrs. Inkeni, who was on interdiction and had been advised by the board of directors to take part of her accumulated annual leave effective January 26, 2015, follows report of corporate and financial mismanagement in SIC. But can we just stop sacking people and dismissing people and asking them to proceed on leave and actually prosecuting them if we've got hardcore evidence against them? Because if you misappropriate funds, whether it's private or it's for the public, which is of interest to all of us, because it means you and I, our monies are in there, we should not just be sacking them, we should be prosecuting them as well. But let me look at the back page. Growth of Africa's tourism industry depends on policies. Okay, so that's it for the BNFT, the Business and Financial Times, the Tuesday edition.
The last paper we're looking at is a sports paper. The Find the Sports has a story. Jan out is a question being asked in AFCON 2015, but we're told that he may return for the semi-final, or will return for the final. And that is if we qualify.
There is a final.
If we qualify, if we're participating in a final at all. Bedu predicts tough game against host nation. He's not playing many of the games, but
Serena Bedu?
Yes. Serena wins 6th Australian Open.
Oh, Charlie, that is dead
and
news.
19th Grand Slam title. She's almost like overtaking all the top women footballers in history. Tennis players in history.
Yeah, she says right now she's just playing to break the records, beats the records.
Apart from Stephanie Graf.
Yeah, because what's the motivation for her? Just try and beat the record. Yeah. Okay, so we're done. But
we're done.
Are you a Kotoko person?
Yeah.
Is it because Hearts is losing, that's why their paper doesn't come out? Okay.
Well, so that'll be it for now. Please always make sure you get interactive on the social network page we have on Facebook, Joy News on TV, and also a handle that we also have there, at Joy News on TV. Walker Ghana is my handle on Twitter. And please, just check it out. Rural Walker Ghana, Rural Walker. And then we have Mamavia Bwaje.
Yeah. Okay. These days I've decided not to tweet because it would all be on the power. And I try to
There's
hold
nothing
myself.
wrong with if you tweet about power.
Yeah, but
after you're a consumer.
I'm just afraid of what I may type, so I stay out of it. But we're done with the newspapers for now. Please go to the newsstands and grab the papers. We've been charged, though. The energy minister, no, the power minister, when he was not power minister, he said that we don't read. So please go and grab the papers, especially the ones that are reporting on his press conference, and keep it, so that we can hold him against some of the things that he said. But stay on, we've got the talk coming up next.
Right, and that's by the Deputy Power Minister, Mama Vio.
I beg you.
Okay.